I dare you to do something difficult to end the year. So I just wanted to come on here and really urge you guys to do something difficult to end the year, to prove to yourself how strong you are. I ran a marathon 3 years ago.
300 more meters.
At the end of 2020, because 5 months prior, I wasn't thinking if I should end things, if I should basically delete myself. I was thinking how. And that's a very scary place to be. You know, I had everything you could ever want. I had the perfect life. And you know, sometimes your demons from the past and your upbringing and things like that kind of come back and face you again. So all that to say that I dare you to do something difficult to end the year, to prove to yourself how strong you are. Yeah, anyways, I guess as always, I'm watching from afar, I'm rooting for you, and yeah, I just hope you guys go into 2024 with the best headspace, or in the best headspace that you could possibly go into. So yeah.
I guess it's a bit weird to be following in this guy's footsteps in this way, but I think he's an inspiring guy, massively inspirational what he's achieved. He specifically recommended doing something like this, and I'm very fortunate that I live close enough to do exactly what he did 2 years ago. He specifically recommended doing this to strengthen your mind, improve your self-belief in your ability to do something tough. This is the kid I chose last night. It's a good day for it, a bit windy. So that's it. I'm in. So I've just done my lateral side steps, a few of those, the crossover steps, just to warm up some muscles and be ready, basically. There are the barracks. Just see, that's the start of the run. So yeah, once I'm over at the corner, it'll be a case of snapping the peak back, hitting the Apple Watch, and doing this 42.2k. In the distance, you can see the London Eye. And then over there is Albert's statue. As I've said, at risk of sounding like a fanboy, I've been really inspired by this guy, Iman Gadzhi, who I've met a couple of times. A lovely guy, at least the short time I got to speak to him. Really inspired by what he's done in his life. And 3 years ago today, he did this exact route. I'm inspired by his video. He said that he had a really challenging year. It's been for everybody, I think, but for me as well, the last 2 years have been a pretty interesting time. Big time of growth. I've come to appreciate the importance of having an iron mindset, basically, especially if you want to work for yourself. It is, if you're not gifted with the right mindset from birth, like you're not raised in a way to have all of the tools needed, it's really, really hard. As soon as you start a business, the mirror's going to be held up to you. You'll be faced with a lot of demons. People will ask you what you're doing, and if it doesn't go to plan, you don't feel very good about what they're thinking about you. Probably most of that's in your own head, but still. But you have to just believe in yourself. That's why I'm doing this. As I approach the start line here, is for this. Training camp has gone pretty well, I would say, for a 10-day training camp. I've done 3 runs, one 15k and then a couple of 7 or 8ks. My feet are sore because I ran in this horse track a few days ago to get a low impact workout. A lot of camps don't go perfectly and you live and learn. I'm very excited to do this. Why am I excited? Because one, I have absolute belief I can do this. It's chunked down, so the goal is not just one big nebulous thing, and I have a why. I think that's key. Okay, so this is it, final moments. I slept badly last night, you can see my eyes. Too much food, I think, trying to load up for this. On Christmas Eve, marathon, first one I've ever done. Let's hit it. Let's get this. Hoorah! That's the barracks, it's a good landmark. So first lap done, feeling fine. My legs feel heavier than I thought they would. Just a while to find your rhythm. And here we go. 1:57-ish minutes. So feedback so far, legs are a bit heavy. I'm getting pain on the outside of my right knee, but hopefully that will all calm down as I just settle in and warm up properly. I'd say the most annoying thing at the minute is this pack. This nylon edge is quite sharp and my neck is getting raw as anything, but I wanted some adversity in this and I'm already getting little bits of it, so it's good. I don't want to wish the worst on myself, but if I hit a moment where I really think I can't go on anymore, that would be the real test, you know, to meet that apparent wall and smash through it. We'll see if that happens. So I'm on lap 4. After this, I'll be halfway through. Level of discomfort, not bad. 2.5. After this lap, I don't want to think about it too much, but that'll be the 2-hour mark. And probably most of my carbs will be gone by then, so I'll need to start switching to gels. Enjoying the music. Okay, approaching the corner for the 5th time. I'm taking my first carb gel. My legs are getting heavy. This is completion of lap 5. Going around this corner again. Starting to feel it a little bit. The barracks there, you can see the tower. So far I'm on track to run about a 4:15. I don't want to speak too soon. I may have something in the bank in the last round. Level of discomfort, I almost don't want to acknowledge it, but yeah, it's creeping up. I would say like 4 or 5, but it's fine. This is Hyde Park Corner. It's one of the major landmarks around the halfway point. This is Speaker's Corner here. Big Nose London. Okay, lap 7. Yeah, the pace has dropped a fair bit. My legs feel like they weigh half a ton each right now. But yeah, this is what I called for, this kind of moment of questioning whether I can do this. Last 10k. My legs are in a bit of pain. I'd say 7 or 8 out of 10. How people do an Ironman where they jump on a bike and ride for 100 miles or something after this, I do not know. I'm gonna clock out, dial in, see if I can pick up the pace. My only concern is my hamstrings and my adductors are just so sore. Maybe 3 days rest was just not enough. It's just all a mental game now, really. I'm struggling to run now, so it's just like one step at a time. This is all about positive self-talk and focusing on the end result, how good it'll feel to see this clock tick over to 42. Okay, so I thought I'd just capture some rawness. Every step is like, I'm trying not to focus on it, but it's pretty painful. Just using music, focusing on how good it'll feel after. And I gotta go because I can't even pretend to be positive anymore. I'm officially down to the last 5k. I'm out of gels, got no fluids left. My legs are in so much pain, my hamstrings are cramping. So I can kind of like walk, run. I feel that if I try to lengthen my stride, I'm worried something would happen to me, like I'd pull my hamstrings. It's a choice between pushing it down, like trying to run, and just making sure I complete the distance with this kind of like waddle. It's like a duck's waddle. What's really has helped this is having it chunked down to laps, like basically 9 laps. This is quite painful. This is a different kind of tough than I've had boxing matches where they're really intense for 3 rounds. But this is like a different, it's like a grind. It's just like a pain in the back of my legs. It's a walk-run thing at the minute. That's Alfred for the final time. Yeah, splits dropped right down. I've got about 4.5k to go. Just see if I can get into a jog here. This is probably what I came for, is this last lap is what it's all about. 4.09k to go, not that I'm counting. Oh, that's the kind of pace I'm kind of going at, pretty painful. Okay guys, it's 5 hours, 11 minutes. I was not able to do the sub 5. I can barely walk, so I've promised myself I would run the last 200 meters. It's quite painful. My eyes are watering because my hamstrings are just so locked up. So yeah, I've got 150 meters left. I wanted a mental challenge, and I definitely got one here because I'm just, this is the hardest. There we go, guys. Goal achieved, 42.2. I'm just in so much pain right now. Let me walk. Let's try and find a happy place. 42.2 achieved. Yeah, I did it. 5 hours 13. That's not a great time, but you know, I had a 10-day prep. Probably not, obviously not enough to get a sub 4, that's for sure. I can't really, I'm just struggling to keep going right here. Where am I? I'm on the Serpentine Bridge. I just feel like I failed a little bit. I would love to have got a 4 sub 4 hour marathon, but I did it. I did the marathon, just achieving the 42.2. I think sometimes we're not very kind to ourselves, and we have to ask, how would you speak to your best friend or your son? It's Christmas Eve 2023. There is the winter wonderland. A couple of lessons. Having absolute belief is crucial. My legs are in so much pain. Having belief is crucial that you can achieve something, for sure. And making it as fun as you can, so music along the way. Having a reason why. I'll share my story one day as to why this is so important to me to do this year. And then acknowledging your wins and expecting resistance, you know, mostly probably from within yourself. My inner opponent, as one of my martial arts mentors spoke to me about, started really coming for me in 30 kilometers, I remember, saying, oh, you know, should you really be doing this, your legs? And so yeah, they're the lessons. Have a goal, chunk it down, complete belief. You have to have belief that you can achieve it. I knew I was going to be able to do this. Have a reason why. I had a really strong reason why I wanted to do this, to prove something to myself. I've really fed off people who've inspired me online. Gadzhi's one of them, so that's for sure appreciated. You have to celebrate your wins. I felt like I failed this marathon. Sometimes we're pretty hard on ourselves, depending on what kind of parents you had when you're growing up. That's often what it comes down to. But a remedy for that is, I think, to imagine what you would say to your son. You would never want to beat your son down. You know, so I'd say to my son, you smashed it. You crossed the line smiling, and yeah, credit to you. It would have been easy to have avoided this challenge. And I have done, to be honest. I wanted to run a marathon for 20 years, but I just kept saying to myself, it's probably not so good for your knees, or it's boring. It's not really, but yeah, I had a reason to do this time. So would I do another marathon? Definitely. I feel the answer to that is no right now. But yeah, here I am. This is it. This Albert statue for the 10th time. And over there you can see the London Eye. Marathon done. The aim of the game now is obviously get home, rehydrate, eat some good food, celebrate your win. I hope this inspires someone. I think it's good to do a challenge. There is a risk, of course, if you do something like this of an injury. I think I've got away with it okay. It's really just going to be the case of probably for the next week, just stretching and just treating my body with some respect. Looking forward to 2024.